Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Let me show you something.
Deuteronomy, the 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
These are the words that Moses spake to all Israel, not to anyone else. In Israel, there's 12 represents 12 tribes of the nation. 12 different nations representing one nation. Understand this? Genesis 35 and read verse 10. Just to show you how we will become a nation, but we don't know who we are because we've been destroyed for lack of knowledge. Deuteronomy 35 and 10.
Deuteronomy chapter 35 verse 10. And the Most High one Moshe said unto him,
Right? Jacob, read.
Thy name is Jacob.
Thy name is Jacob. It's our forefather. Remember the Most High said the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So thy name is Jacob, read.
Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob.
So he said his name, his brother, said his name shall not be called any more Jacob, read.
But Israel shall be thy name.
Listen, he said Israel will be thy name. So when we say Jacob, he's talking about Israel. 12 tribes of Israel, read.
But Israel shall be thy name, and he called his name Israel.
He called his name Israel. That's where Israel comes from, read.
And the Most High said unto him, I am the Most High Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply.
So be fruitful and multiply. He could be going with another man.
Right.
To be fruitful and multiply. He always told us to be fruitful and multiply.
Right.
Right? He said be fruitful and multiply, read.
A nation.
Listen, this goes a nation
and a company of nations.
And a company of nations which represent the 12 tribes of Israel, read,
shall be of thee.
Shall be of our forefather Jacob. So we are a nation, and we have a company of nations within our nation. Representing the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
And kings shall come out of thy loins. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac to thee, I will give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land.
Right. The land of Israel. That's our land. But we didn't follow the Most High rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, and commandments, and therefore he told us he's going to punish us, right? And remove us from the land. That's why we scattered among all nations. Go to Deuteronomy 1 and 1. And just to show you how the Most High, he loves a certain people, and that's the children of Israel. But see, the world say he loves everybody, but nobody identifies him for who he say he is.
Right.
The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. If you don't fit within that category, it's not talking about you. And Isaac had Esau and Jacob, but the Most High chose Jacob. He didn't choose Esau. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
The words of this Bible, the whole Bible is talking to us. We the children of Israel. This is our book. Read.
On this side Jordan, in the wilderness.
In the wilderness. I go to Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Since we know the whole book, the whole Bible's talking to Israel, really. Well, you know how to break it down as far as the first verses of the Bible. Read. In this chapter, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power.
So he said we are holy people unto the Most High. And the Mashiach Yahushua, the anointed Savior, read.
And the Most High thy power had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So he chose us to be a special people unto himself. How special?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So when people hear that, they say, what's the problem? The Most High said that. We didn't write it. Y'all want to say the white people wrote the Bible, right? White man wrote the Bible. When he say we are what?
A special people unto himself.
He said to the Most High, we're a special people unto the Most High. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
He said above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's what he said. Deuteronomy 14 and 2. So when you hear it, you hear it now because everybody's supposed to be made equal. Everybody ain't made equal. Everybody ain't created equal. Point blank. Because you hear what he's saying? Deuteronomy 14 and 2.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 verse 2. For thou art a holy people unto the Most High thy power. And the Most High had chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself.
And we are peculiar. Nobody dance like us, nobody sing like us, nobody has invented as many things as we invented, that the world can really enjoy the things that you enjoy now. We invented most of the things that you enjoy now as a people. All races. We're the inventors. We are the inventors. But we don't know anything about it because we've been destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Above all the nations that are upon the earth.
He chose us to be above all the nations that are upon the earth. Look at how spiritual we are as a people. You put us in the church and let us rock the music and do the singing and all that. It's going to be moving. It's going to be powerful compared to what if you put any other nations, music or whatever they're going to do without copying off of us. It's like, how we going to be like, what say, like I did, hello Christian. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody, look at everybody that don't eliminate how they're copied off of us and let them do their own thing. It's going to be all together different. Read that again.
For thou art a holy people unto the Most High thy power, and the Most High hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself.
How peculiar?
Above all nations that are upon the earth.
Say he chose us to be above all nations on the earth. But it's a condition.
Right.
Is if we follow him.
Right.
We follow those laws, statutes, commandments.
Right.
His judgments.
Right.
But we didn't do it.
Right.
Therefore we're in the captivity after captivity of every nation on this earth.
Right.
But see, you don't know anything about that because y'all just think so-called Negroes went into captivity on ships coming over here to America. But we were in captivity. The Bible talks about us being in captivity under every nation of the earth.
Right.
Why? Because we didn't follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. That's why he punished us.
Right.
He put us in captivity under every nation on the earth. This is the last captivity we gonna be in. Right here in America. In all the places where we're scattered across the world of those that brought us into captivity. That's what we tell you. You got to come back to his laws, statutes, commandments, and you're going to be blessed to be above all nations. Because we got next.
That's right.
Straight up, forever and ever and ever. Can't nobody stop that. They can do whatever they want to do. They can't stop the prophecies of the Most High.
Right.
We can show you World War I, World War II, all these wars and rumors of wars, all that's prophesied that would happen in the Bible.
Right.
The last war, though. That war Armageddon. They know about that. That's why Hollywood making all these movies. That's right. Making all these movies about what? The end of the world.
Yeah.
But what happens? America always wins. Check it out. Just watch this. They always got Jacob and Esau together saving the world. They always have us. And they have us all up in these commercials. Pork the other white meat. We're not really supposed to touch a dead pig carcass. Things that will make us be, not right in the eyes of the Most High. Sin, definitely put it in front of your face and you'll do these things. Right. Red lobster. They always got Jacob and Esau. You got a brother or a sister right there with the white boy or the white lady. All the time. They have us right there in the commercial so that you look at them and what we do. We gravitate to that and look at we gonna go to Red Lobster. We're gonna do the things that's contrary to the law of the Most High. And they know this. That's why they teach you that you're not under the commandments of the Most High, which is his law. Won't they tell you that you're not under the law, but you're under mercy and grace? Come on. They tell you that, then they tell you a Gentile. All that stuff is a lie, man. You've been lied to. And can't nobody come forth and prove that you ain't been lied to. Because you'll come up here with more lies. That's why we hear, over and over again, is more lies. You take what you think you know. That somebody to program you to think how you think, but it's not the truth. It's not the truth. Read Deuteronomy 32:89. He's showing us that at this time, remember we're in the wilderness. We just came out of Egyptian captivity, as he talked to us in Deuteronomy. We just came out of captivity under the Africans. But we're not African. They're from Ham. We're from Shem. Right. We're Shemitic. Right. There's so many things that you look at. When you look at the Jewish people, they represent really the people of the book. They would be Shemitic. When we talk about you anti-Semitic, right? It would be anti-Shemitic. Right? So, you wouldn't be Jewish, which is essentially something pertaining to being like the real Jew, as you see here. It would be Israeli or Israelite, because the I sound is I and it. Ain't no E on the end of I-S-R-E-A-L-I. You don't get no E sound from I. So, all the things that you look at is in your face. They say, oh, well, what difference do it make? They'll never see it. And they laugh at you. They laugh at you all the way to the bank because we spend $1 trillion a year. Don't have nothing to show for it. Yeah. So those things, certain things, man, when you realize the truth, you realize this is how you're being made free. Because everybody's been lied to. And you regurgitate your lies. You go to school, your school teacher, you gotta teach whatever it is the curriculum says you have to teach. Right? Even though it's lies. Right. Straight up, even though it's lies, you know it's a lie, but you still gotta teach that lie. That's right. The Christopher Columbus discovered America. Like I just said, how you discover a place that's already inhabited? He never came to America. All you gotta do is get a dictionary. I have a dictionary. We can look up Amerigo Vespucci. And you'll see that's who America's named after. But they don't give him no crease. Why don't give a holiday for him? A holiday I made for him. Not no holiday, but a holiday for him. Because they would bring out who he really was and the things that he done. Christopher Columbus was named after Columbus, Columbia. He was in Central America, man. He went to Central South America. He didn't come to America. He didn't come up this far. But see, that's another lie. If you put Christopher Columbus did not discover America, especially after they done taught you about the North American Indians living on the land, and then they will come back and say Christopher Columbus discovered America? Come on, how's that? That's a lie. But if you put the North American Indians was here before, you won't fail. You ain't supporting it. Because you're not following what it is you're supposed to be following. And that's exactly how they want you to be until this day. You just regurgitate what we have programmed you to say. Point blank, no more, no less. Read that.
Deuteronomy 32 verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam.
You did what?
Separated the sons of Adam.
So now, but America is one great melting pot of nations. They have heaped all nations to here, right here in America. The only great place in the world that you can come here, come to a place and be anything you want to be. Right. Especially here in Hollywood, right? Right. See, all kind of people walking down the street. You don't know what's men, women, or boy, girl. You don't know what the hell you're looking at, right? You don't know what you're looking at. What you're dealing with. Who's in front of you talking to? You know? Because America heaped all nations to them. You can do whatever you want to do here. But the Most High separated all the nations. What that made, he put all nations in their own lands. Read.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Meaning he gave us, the children of Israel, our land. Then he gave the other nations their lands. He separated all the nations. He didn't create all the nations. Think about it. If the Japanese man was around nothing but the Eskimo woman, then how can be Japanese as a nation? Or any other man with other nations? Deteriorated that nation. The only one who wanted to do that was Esau. That's the biblical name for the so-called white man. That's his forefather. They're the Edomites. They're the only ones that went around and wanted to change their identity. Right. Only nation. And then only in America can you get with any nation. Both sides not with integration. Because what did he say from the beginning? Listen what he did. Let's see if he integrated everybody. What did he do? The first thing he did, read.
When the Most High divided to the nations.
Now don't sound like he integrated everybody. He did what?
Divided to the nations.
He divided to the nations, read.
Their inheritance.
That means their lands, read.
When he separated.
He did what?
Separated.
He integrated.
Separated.
He separated who?
The sons of Adam.
Every one of us come from Adam. He separated us. Read.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Read.
For the Most High's portion.
This is the Most High's portion. Read.
Is his people.
His is the personal or possessive pronoun showing ownership. His people who are who?
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Right. So we just showed you Jacob represents the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the lot of the Most High's inheritance. Ecclesiasticus in the pocket 17:17. So this is what the Most High did. He separated all the nations. He didn't integrate us. But here we are now saying it's okay. It's not okay. We tell you it's not okay. Certain things that you do in America, America's set up to send you straight to hell. And can't nobody come forth and prove me different according to the word of the Most High. This is real. That's why we're here to warn you, brothers and sisters. This is real. Because you can really go down. And you know the Most High got something for California. You see what he just did in the Midwest.
Right.
You see what he did in the Philippines, right?
Right.
Because the Most High can say it can happen. I don't care if they got hype or not. Most High say it can happen or it don't have to happen. You know, California due for a big earthquake. They've been talking about it for a long time. And you're going to get all you wicked people, all you that's wicked, and don't want to follow the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, he's going to kill you. That's what this Bible talking about. On a high level. It's going to get more, it's going to be more and more and more, just like a woman in travail. If you notice, these disasters happening closer and closer.
Right.
How long